You're probably wondering, why is she wearing a scarf inside? Well, it is cold outside, but it's not that cold in here. And the reason I'm wearing it is because I want to talk a little bit about getting inspiration for color palettes. So one of the first things you can do to get some ideas is to go into your closet and see if there's any fabrics or clothing that you really love. These are things you've already picked out, and obviously they're to your taste. So it's a great way to start. Another place you can look is in your linen closet. These are some of my dish towels, very festive. And then I happen to be a bit of a fabric collector, so I have fabric. So if you don't have anything in the closet that you like, you can always go to a fabric store and see if there's some things that you like there. So let's just say that we're going to use this scarf as our starting point for a sophisticated color palette, because I actually think it's very pretty. It's neutral, but it has a little bit of pops of color with the orange and this sort of light aqua. So what I would do is I would go to my Fandex, and I would start looking to see, what's a good match. And then I'll have a way to reference the color later on. But if you don't have a Fandex, then all you have to do is just go to the paint store and pick up color chips. They have lots of them, and don't worry, they won't get mad at you. That's what the color chips are there for. And what I did in this case is I picked out a few chips that I thought were kind of compatible with a scarf. And like this is kind of like the lighter color here. I also picked out something that kind of related to the orange as well as the red. And I wanted to also show you this. Sometimes the color chips come in these strips, and this is actually a great way to see different versions of your color. Because even though you have a palette, it doesn't mean that you can't use a lighter or a darker version. That's one way to mix things up a little bit without going, around the bend and adding too many different colors. Let's just say that you've now picked some colors that you want to work with, and you're planning on painting. One of the things that people always talk about is getting paint samples, and even though paint samples are great, I don't always like having to paint the wall and everything in different colors. So I recommend going online, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, and getting oversized paint samples.
Here's how you do it. You go onto the benjaminmoore.com website, you go into the Architects and Designers option, down to color chips. Here's all the different sizes that'll be available to you depending on which series you're using. Order color chips, and then that'll send you over to another site. And there you just register and create a password, and you'll be able to select the chips by color or by name and have them sent right to you. That's how easy it is.
One of the good things about having these oversized samples is that you can look at the color in different parts of the room, different kinds of light, in the dark. You can look at it at night, and you can move it around without messing your walls up. Let's say that you went to the closet, you went to the fabric store, and it didn't work out. You didn't find anything that you wanted to use in your home. There's a couple of sites that I would recommend that you can go to find some great palettes, and I'm going to show you the links so you can go ahead and do it yourself.
The first place I would look for color inspiration would be on Pinterest.com, which I use for pretty much everything, no matter what I'm looking for. If you go into Pinterest and you just type in color palettes, this is what comes up. So there are lots of boards and inspirational places you can go to look at color palettes. Another place to look is colorblender.com. Now, once you get onto the site, you'll just see a bunch of black boxes, which is not very inspirational, but you go to Browse Blends, and you'll see all these different options that people have uploaded. And if you want to get a better sense of things, this really gives you some great ideas. Last but not least is Kuler, KULER.adobe.com. And here you'll find other wonderful color palettes to browse.
I hope this has been a helpful little jump start for you for getting a little more comfortable with working with color. And remember, if you're getting stuck, go to the experts, the textile designers, and the people who have already created great palettes for you.